How you guys doing? This is ODogg, Anti-Imperial, ThaChill, and a lot of you guys may not know me yet, but I'm an artist. I'm a recording artist. I'm based out of Asia and the Middle East, and I've had a recording career over there for the past 12 years. I've had a 12-year career, like I just said. I've had 9 albums overseas, and the bulk of those albums, I've had 5 albums that were Asian albums. I've had 4 albums that were Arabic albums, and now I'm working on my first English album. So I'm here in the States, and what we're doing now is part of this series through Anti-Imperial Television, or AITV, and we're going to start answering questions that you guys have been submitting to the record label. And the record label is giving those questions to me, and we're going to start a series of answering those questions from time to time. So you guys will be seeing me 2 to 3 times per week, probably, and we'll just go ahead and start answering those questions. So the record label has already submitted some questions to me, so I'm going to look at these questions, and we've chosen 4 of them. The first question is, what does ODogg Anti-Imperial ThaChill stand for? Good question, because you guys don't know me yet. So ODogg Anti-Imperial ThaChill is my artist name. Those are 3 names, ODogg being one, the second being Anti-Imperial, and the third being ThaChill. Well, ODogg, those are like 3 different types of personalities in a way. ODogg is kind of like the gangster or the thug. When I make that type of music, he's more of the aggressive one, I guess you could say. Anti-Imperial is also aggressive, but in like a different way. Anti-Imperial is the historian, he's the politician, he's the sociologist, he's the psychologist. So imperialism, you guys, for everybody who knows out there or may not know, the word imperial comes from imperialism, which means to take over another place. So if you think about, like, in the past, historically, British imperialism, that was when the British Empire went around to all different places around the world, and they would colonize or take over other places. So me feeling that natives should have their own rights to run their own lives, I'm against or against imperialism. So that's what that's all about. So Anti-Imperial, he's all about history, politics, and things like that. And the last name is ThaChill. And ThaChill, he's more laid back, more on his R&B type of vibe. More about ladies 24/7 and things like that. So ODogg Anti-Imperial ThaChill. I've had that name for, like I said, over 12 years, and that's what it's all about. So ODogg Anti-Imperial ThaChill, that's the artist name. The second question that we have is, this is not actually a question, this is actually a request. It says, explain your artist logo. Well, you guys will see the logo pop on the screen pretty soon, but to explain the artist logo, so what you guys see there is a bull head of a bull or a buffalo. And so a lot of you guys probably don't know, but my background, my lineage is that I'm half African American and I'm half Native American. My dad is a Black American, he's African American. My mom is Native American, or American Indian, as some would say. So being that's the case, when you do look at my artist logo, it has that bull head or that buffalo head, the Native American symbolism. And with that buffalo skull or that bull skull, you see to the right of that, as you guys are looking at the screen right now, you guys see to the right of that, you see the teeth that are hanging down in the string. Well, those teeth that are hanging down the string, to the right of that and to the left of that, you see 3 skulls hanging down by a string. That represents my African American side. Those 3 skulls you see right there to the left hanging down by the string, that represents Black people, African Americans, being lynched as they were throughout American history. That's why those skulls are being hung by a rope or string. To the left side of the buffalo or bull head, you see, like I said before, the teeth being hung by a string. Well, that also represents lynching of African Americans or Black Americans. A lot of you guys may not know, but back then, when African Americans were being lynched, a lot of times they would burn the Caucasian Americans or the Ku Klux Klan, whoever was doing the lynching. They would also burn those bodies beyond recognition. Therefore, a lot of times for those individuals to be recognized or to for identification purposes, they would get their teeth, because the teeth would not burn. Therefore, through their teeth or dental records, they can identify the bodies. So that's what that represents also, the teeth being hung on the right, as you guys look at the screen, and the skulls being hung on the left. Also on the right, on the inside of the skulls, you guys see a feather there that represents also my Native American side. And you see at the bottom of the feather, you see the colors of the American flag at the bottom of the feather. Well, that represents America, United States, being the country of Native Americans, American Indians. This was our country first. And the American flag colors you see on the bottom end of the feather represents the American flag taking over the feather. It's starting to creep up and take over the feather. And that represents the way the Europeans and later the Americans would take over the country of the Native Americans and take it all over. So that's what that represents. On top of the last thing is on top of the buffalo or the bull head, you see a flag draped over it. All right, as you guys look at the screen right now on the right-hand side, and that is the flag of Palestine. That is the Palestinian flag, and we'll get into that, and I'll explain that more in another time, why the Palestinian flag is prominent in my logo. You guys also see on top of it, you guys see the ODogg Anti-Imperial ThaChill. At the bottom, you see the imperial tapes, and you see a little bit of Arabic symbolism, and we'll get into those things another time also. Thank you very much for that. Moving on to the next question. We have a couple left. It says, oh, look at this. What horoscope sign are you? Well, if you guys want to know that, I'm a Capricorn. I was born in January, January 16th to be exact. And so I am a Capricorn. Now, I'm not like I don't know too much about the horoscopes like that. I'm not saying that I don't believe in them or what they stand for, or the comments that come along with those. You know, I have a close friend, and her name is Rivera, and daily at nighttime she'll send me our horoscope. She's a Capricorn also, so she'll send me our horoscope at nighttime, and usually when I read it, I'm like, man, this is like pretty spot on. Like, look at this, like the stuff it's saying, because it's like, it seems like the stuff that's going on in my life at that particular time. So I am a Capricorn for whatever that stands for. Usually when people meet me after they get to know me for a while, they'll say, you know what, you are a Capricorn. So I don't know if that means is that good or bad, but whatever those Capricorn traits are, I apparently throughout my whole life have heard that I embody all of those traits. So Capricorn it is, right? And the last question we're going to go over today is, oh, look at this one. Would you rather be liked or respected? This is an interesting question. You guys come with some difficult questions. This is a hard question. You know, I think that most of the time, most people would probably say that they would love to be respected more than they would like to be liked. And in fact, I think that most guys especially would say something like that. They would like to be respected more than liked. I remember there's a, if I'm not mistaken, there's a old like mafia saying, and it says something like, "I'd rather be feared than loved because the fear lasts longer," or something like that. So I guess as a guy, I would probably say that, or I should say that I would like to be respected more than liked. But you know what? I'm kind of like a weird, different, nerdy type of person, so I think I would like to be liked more than respected. And I think the only reason why I'm saying that is because, so I'm picturing this, right? So if you picture, let's say if you're at the job site or your workplace or something like that, and let's say that somebody people respect you at your workplace, at your job site, but they don't like you. And so if I think about that, I'm thinking about more things like, you know, if somebody says, you know, people are talking behind your back, and let's say the boss comes and says, like, you know what, we're going to move this person up. We're going to give you a promotion. Let's say your boss wants to give you a promotion. And your coworkers around you, they respect you and know you can do your job, but they don't like you. And they'll hate on you because they don't like you, right? They'll say something like, man, don't give it to him or don't give it to her. We don't like them. I just don't like them, right? But let's say that if you're liked, but you're not necessarily respected, And you may not be as good at your job, so they may not respect your work. But let's say that you were liked though. And they might just give you a pass and say, you know what? He's not the best employee that we have, or she's not the best employee that we have, but I really like them. And I think they deserve an opportunity. So I think that being liked, you'll get further in life, I think. If anybody knows me, and anybody you ever talked to that ever has worked with me or has run into me, they'll let you know that the way I am, I'm all about like characteristics of a person. I'm all about like their personality and like the vibe that I feel, the connection between us. So if you work with me, but if I don't like you or you don't like me and that vibe isn't there and our personalities just don't connect like that, then I really don't care how good you are at your job. I won't work with you. So for me, it's all about, I think, being liked, because that vibe and those connections, they come across. And if I'm going to be working with you for hours and hours and hours, I want a good, positive, uplifting working environment. So I don't know. I think, I'd rather be liked more than respected. But anyway, those are 4 questions. Like I said, we're going to start doing this. I'm here in the United States now, working on my first English album. So Anti-Imperial Television will be coming back, and we'll be doing these a couple times per week. And just keep those questions coming. You can also Instagram me or anything like that if you have questions or comments about anything. If not, everybody overseas, you guys keep those questions coming into the record label and they'll send them to me, and I'll keep answering your questions. So I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything, you guys. It's wonderful to meet you guys, and you'll be hearing from me soon. Take care. Goodbye.